That way when we kill the solenoid, it kills power to the bulkhead, which kills ignition, and there's no way for the alternator to backfeed the fuse box. Well, I drug all of the harnesses and electrical stuff that came with the shell out of the box and kind of placed them out. This whole heap seems to be the entire body harness, just judging on some of the plugs that I'm seeing. So we're going to spread this out and kind of figure out what we need out of this, maybe place it in the car and start tearing into it. All the rest of the cables, I know that that's like the battery cable system and the fuse box from under the hood right there, and I think that's like the ABS wiring, and that was from like the fuel tank area, and I think that's a door harness or something. So, and then we'll start tearing into this wiring harness. I guess it's time to tackle this abomination here. Oh, I don't even really know where to start. We want to shave this. We're gonna lay it out, I guess, first. Well, I guess we know these two right off the bat. These are definitely the engine connectors here. The two on the driver's side. We do the same on this black one here, so we know. Just start cutting. These are good. Those. We also know that those are, I guess if we were looking straight down and then this was the car, that would be on that corner. So maybe we should start trying to, oh, this is like a whole other harness here. What would all of this stuff be? Oh man, okay. This guy, the starter, this connects in, this all goes up into the fuse box. What is all that? Blinker and headlight wiring. Shoot. This would be the horn wire. That's a fan, one of the radiator fans. Front O2, which would make cruise control solenoid. What did they do to this poor headlight wiring? What are these weird splices? Shoot, they did a number on this headlight wiring. Oh, gigantic box. This is the ECU connectors here. Holy moly. We need the wiring that we need, so. Oh. We're going to be rewiring this whole from scratch, so. We're making a mess here. Alright, let's focus on stuff that we need to make the engine run. Now we get sucked into this loom here. We're in it. Let's chase it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, my God. We want that engine harness. So. Hold on. Why is this in the way? What's going on here? What in the heck is this? What is going on here? What is the deal with this bolt? Oh, my Lord. What are my plugs? Here they go. Cool. Oh, there we go. It wants to come out. There you go. So many layers of tape. Oh, Jesus Christ. With the tape, where is all of this crap going? Where did I get myself into? How do they even like tape all of this crap together? Oh, I don't think we're gonna be plugging and playing this one. Oh, I need a break. My knees hurt. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break from this absolute mess that I have going on down here. I think I can actually simplify that a little bit once I order the Haltech parts. One thing that I want to do, because I realized that this section of the bulkhead harness that goes from the two engine connectors to the Subaru super multiple junction, as they call it, this whole strand here is definitely enough for me to be able to throw that in there, to be able to tuck this all nicey nice and maybe run it up and have it come through this slot over here, design a new custom grommet for that, and have it come into the cabin where it'll just come right straight up into where the ECU and the fuse box and everything will be mounted. So I think that's what we're going to do. We don't need any further pieces of this. I don't think we're going to try to do the plug and play solution. There's already way too much going on here that we would have to redo anyway. Which brings us to our next part. We need the wires that connect to the engine harness on that side, which we have marked out. And we need to be able to get power from the cabin, because we're going to mount the battery in the cabin, from the cabin into the engine bay. And we're going to be using these little posts to do it, these through bulkhead connector posts. And we're going to put the other one right here, but we got to drill that hole out a little bit bigger. So we're going to do that as well. And we'll have either the power here or the ground, one or the other, but we're going to do that. I like that location, I think. I don't know, maybe jam it up right into that area. Depends. I don't know. Let me mount the camera up and we'll take you through the process. Okay, I do think that I actually want to put it right up next to it. I don't want... This is all reinforced on the transmission tunnel. It's like double sheet metal, so I don't think I really want to mess with that. Oh. And we didn't nick a single thing or take anything apart. Not the right way to do it, but we did it. Jesus, I'm an idiot. I didn't hit anything at all. That's amazing. It definitely doesn't feel right. Oh no. Why doesn't it feel right? What's going on here? I'm wrong. What? Let's snug that down real quick. Well, should we make some cables? I mean, why not, right? Fun. All right, we're gonna try to be careful doing this because this 2-gauge wire is actually pretty expensive. We want to come from the starter. It's gonna be over here. Maybe we should put the battery here. I mean, there's not particularly a benefit to having it, you know, not where it is. The screen looks like garbage. Oh, I don't know. I don't really have an issue with mounting the battery up here, I guess. Blast that in real quick, maybe? I don't know. What about just straight up mounted like that? Maybe that'll be the way to go. All right, that's nice and in there. All right, so boop. So this guy is gonna go from first cable. We like it going there. I like it going there. We're gonna cut it right there. I don't have my cutters. Oh my god, I'm not losing this location. Let's give this one a shot. That seemed too easy. That seemed a little tight. Is there another setting? That just seems like the largest. Maybe we try the other end here. Yeah, that's way too big. I mean, that's certainly not going anywhere, but it looks like hammer doo-doo. Not anymore. As soon as we slide the heat shrink over it. Let's heat shrink those ends on. Hopefully I have a little butane left. Another one. Forgot about my solenoid and kill switch. Dang it. Maybe I can use this in the cabin. Oh. And I just did that. Oh my god, I am not having a good day. Shoot. Alright. I don't even want the battery mounted here, I think. I don't know. We forgot about two things. Forgot about our breaker. Forgot about our breaker, and then we also forgot about our solenoid, which is basically going to be our on-off kill switch. So, we can have anything below this ledge, honestly. We have a lot of room. I'm trying to figure out, and I don't even know if you can see this. Can you even see me? I think I want to do, we'll have that guy take advantage of one of those holes. And this guy right over there like that. And yeah, it's going to be our situation. I don't hate, actually. We'll do that. Somewhere along that line. Nice. Goes here. That is not going anywhere. This thing needs to be mounted now. Cool. And our battery cable that we already made is not for naught, actually. Because we're going to make a little something that goes like that. Alright, so we'll cut that right there then. Look at that. Heck yeah, our first cable. I'm not completely winging it. I do have a plan for the wiring. I have the entire body harness mapped out with connections, the fuse points, how everything is going to go with the fuse box. It's not a drawing, it's actually an Excel file. For me, that works better. I get lost looking at a drawing. I just want, this goes to this, and however I do it, the middle part is I don't know, is the more creative part to me, and I don't want like the drawing makes me feel like I need to copy it exactly, even though that's not what it is. So I use the Excel file. I know I've looked at it enough that I know that this is how it's going together. I should probably have it printed out in the front of me, but I don't. I also have a lot of this engine stuff already mapped out too. I have the factory service manual and the wiring diagrams all printed out. I have them bookmarked and marked up with all of the connections coming from the engine and tracing them back from the connector locations through the harness to where they go. So I just got to make a couple more notes, and I should be able to basically just create an adapter harness to go from here with the super multiple junction to the other end if I cut and splice it onto the Haltech harness. So that would be great. Same, and we're going to do the same on the other side. We'll have to make a connector for that. We'll see how that goes. So it is thought out. We are partially winging it, but it is thought out. Ish. So that means we can use our other piece of battery cable that we have. How does this want to route? Yeah, maybe that's the play. And that'll give us some room up here where it won't hit the headlight. See, we haven't wasted a single piece of wire yet. And then this guy will go on there. Cool. All right, well, I mean, what now? I guess we start building out. We have 3 power cables, I guess, to make. This is what I wanted. I wanted the boot that goes on the starter, power, and then the boot that goes on the alternator, because we're making those wires. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a wire going from the starter, from the alternator to the solenoid to bulkhead fitting to starter. Looks about perfect. Okay. Cool. This is gonna go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll just mark that length, and we're gonna connect up that side first. We're just gonna send it at this length, actually. I like it. Get on there. So we have another cable running from our solenoid to the bulkhead fitting. So now we just need to make a little swoop type dealio to go from the starter to the same thing, which is gonna be, we'll do about that length. Doesn't need to be perfect, I guess. AOS hoses are in my way somehow. Come on. Let's think about this a little bit here. What's going on? This hose way out of the way. Come on. You want to go the other way? We'll let you go the other way. Okay, well, I guess that'll do her. Somehow that's on. There we go. Get a quick tighten on the starter here. Cool. Let's tighten you up. Alright. There we go. Starter boot fully on. This guy just needs to get zip tied out of the way. And we're good. That's exciting. So we have a pretty decent portion of the battery system completed here. And that guy just gets bolted on one of these. So cool. Let me bring you in and show you. Alternator cable coming in. Comes into the solenoid outside. We also have a cable coming down and around the back up into the bulkhead fitting, and then a cable out of the bulkhead fitting to the starter. And we still have our ground bulkhead fitting back here that we'll do up, and we'll do ground cables all over the place. This is good stuff. This is good progress. So now these two are the trigger for our solenoid, and we can rig this up to both the key and the e-stop switch, which is nice. And we'll run that into the cabin. I made a quick switch actually. Let me explain to you what I did here. I took the alternator cable here, runs down this guy, and I put it on the input side that we're using of our solenoid. That way that the only output of our solenoid is the one that goes to our bulkhead fitting / the starter. Starter doesn't matter if it has power or not. That way when we kill the solenoid, it kills power to the bulkhead, which kills ignition, and there's no way for the alternator to backfeed the fuse box. So when this is off, it should cut everything. Might as well start on the ground cable system as well. No reason not to. So I think what we're going to want to do for grounds is from the battery, where do I want to go? That seems like a good ground area. I just got to scuff that up. So that's going to be one of our ground locations. Let's get a bolt that fits that. Should have one handy actually. Oh, how do I want to do this? All right, one piece of our grounding system complete. Boom. That guy sits, and then we'll do one from there to the strut tower, there to the starter area, and then to the bulkhead. Cool. So we also want to go, we're going to throw an end on this, is what we're going to do. Cool, cool. May need to shorten that guy up a little bit. Quite a bit, I think. So, chassis grounded. Sweet. Another bolt, and we'll go whoop right around to the starter bolt. I want one from the right here, right next to these cables, to go to the starter bell housing area. That would be good. Let's do that. Blast the end on this guy right now then. I can only get better at this stuff from here. You know, I learn a little bit more each time I do it. It gets progressively colder in the garage each time I do it. That's snazzy. Right about there is good. Alrighty. Get you in there? I'll snug you down. Do I have a wrench? Did I put a wrench somewhere? Is there a wrench? Oh, it's somewhere. What? Oh no. I did not lose it. Haha. Starter will have a nice ground now. One more cable to go. Okay, so we want to go from there right to the post with our gigantic ass battery cable. And this is literally going to be for like electronics ground. That's okay. It's going to be no longer than that, so we'll just cut it there and we have plenty of extra, though we don't want to waste any. That's not what we're trying to do. If we have any scraps, we'll certainly use it to do certain whatevers. We still have to build a whole rigmarole on the inside there, so a lot to go. Maybe the dies on my Chinesium crimper here just aren't that good. It just doesn't seem that well crimped. This will do it for sure. Oh yeah. Like that's 4 short crimps now. I would actually like to tailor these 2 battery cables together, I believe. Well, I need to grab my newest print of zip tie holders from upstairs real quick. Let's try this again. Maybe I'll bring you in for a new angle. Alright, I got a whole boatload of zip tie holders again. I think we're gonna go put a backer on a whole bunch of them real quick, like voila. Backed. Alright. Let me get a click. Let me get a click. Yeah. Same thing over here. There we go. Bring those up right now. Alright, at least it hit the ground. And that one hit the ground. I can't reach to hold those 2. Trim that while I can. Is my fat head just in the way this whole time? Freaking probably, right? Maybe not. Maybe we're actually good. I'll lift you up a little bit. I'm going to put 2 of these on the strut tower. I'm going to space these off the strut tower a little bit, while also reducing a little bit of their ability to dance around. Now my head is in the picture, isn't it? It is. You can't see what my hands are doing anyway, can you? Well, I am doing a zip tie up. I'm going to trim a zip tie. Miss. I'll do the same thing, but a little bit closer, so that maybe you can see. I'll even go down a level and bring you in. There we go. Grab the zip tie. There we go. Go. Boom. We have this guy will be going to here. This guy will be going to here. And this guy will be going to here, like so. Cool, cool. And then this guy will go right on over to there. It's big excitement. You can't see the battery. This guy will go there. This guy go there. Doop, doop. Just like that. Oh wait, shit. I just realized we connected all of this. Okay, there's nothing taking power. This is all just connected anyway. Sweet, so now we have all of the battery wiring in the engine bay complete. I guess the next step would be starting on the in-car wiring. Scary stuff. That's a scary prospect. We do have engine harness on this side that will be coming in somehow. We have plugs on that side as well. Headlights, blinkers. Do we even have bulbs in these side markers? No. Nothing to it but to do it. Another splice. Oh man. Ooh, another splice. Oh man.